Good afternoon. This is Buckeye Gordon, and I really appreciate you joining me today. I want to talk about a time when I was young. I was probably 10 or 12 years old, something like that. Whenever I think about my mother, I can see her cooking. She always used cast iron skillets. And that's, I guess, the one thing that I really remember a lot, besides the love that she had for her children. I remember one time Mom was cooking, and she made potatoes. She fried potatoes. She used 3 iron skillets for the potatoes because we had 7 people at the house. And she also made, on the days that she didn't have enough potatoes, she would cook macaroni. We didn't have no sauce or nothing like that. We couldn't afford it. So she would put the butter in it, and she would also put ketchup. And that was our sauce. And she was a good woman. She made sure that we were fed, although we didn't have much money at all growing up. My father was a really good guy. I like to think that I take after him. He was very kind. Didn't require much, very simple, just if he had his beans and cheese and beer, then he was happy. And I didn't really mind so much that he drank. I guess now, looking back, I can understand why he drank so much. He told me a story, me and my brothers, one time. When he was younger, in his 20s, he would pitch a tent, and they would have what's called back then is a tent meeting. And what you do is you start preaching the gospel. And there was this pot that set up towards the front. And as he'd preach and people would hear him, they would come down to watch. And as people came or they left, they would put a few coins in the pot. That was one way of him making money. But honestly, he didn't do it for the money. My dad was religious. My mom was very religious. I guess that's how I got my upbringing, going to church. But, they loved their family. They loved their children. I can remember when we would have dinner, we would have a friend or two over, and we would ask Mom, can so-and-so have dinner with us? And she never said no. She was never disgruntled, never said, well, we just have enough for us. She said, sure, because she knows other people were struggling. I can remember going to school. I was in elementary school, probably in the 6th or 7th grade. And when I go to school, we were within walking distance. And when I would go to school, we would have milk money. Back then it was 2 cents, so Mom would give me and my younger brother, my younger sister, 2 pennies. So when we would go to school, there would be these big kids, probably just before high school, and they would not let you pass unless you give them the money, the 2 pennies for your milk. There were days when that's really all we had, was just that milk in the morning. There were days when I went to bed without eating. And I remember those nights being very hungry, going into the kitchen, probably eating some stale bread. But one thing my parents did is they loved us. They did the best they could with what they had. And I would always be appreciative. So I want to tell you, if your parents are still alive, or if one of them are alive, and you have any cross words with them, please don't let another day go by without making up with them. If you have parents or a parent that is alive and you know they love you, cherish that. I still go to the cemetery. I know this may sound strange, but I do talk to them. I'm a father myself. I have 2 wonderful children, 4 wonderful grandkids, and I know what it takes to raise a family, just like you do. I was lucky, though. I've always had a good job. I always got paid good money. So I was able to give to my children and my grandchildren just like my parents couldn't. So, just cherish your parents while you have them, because the day will come when they're all gone and you won't be able to talk to them. I want to thank the subscribers I have. I'm almost up to 500. And by the end of this week, I would love to be at 500. So, if you like this video, please like it, share it. Like this video, it'll go out to other people, and they may appreciate it. It could help them. Please subscribe so you don't miss any more videos. I want to thank you for being a part of my community, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye-bye.